So the new AI rankings have shaken up every single UFC division. Some people love them, some people hate them. They've certainly got some good and bad takes, but it's got me thinking about underrating and overrating fighters. Where do the general consensus have certain fighters? And in my opinion, there are a few fighters that are criminally underrated. Maybe not by the new AI rankings or even the old human rankings, but in the populace of UFC fans. And I think they have it dead wrong on these three fighters. So we're going to break them down one by one. And I'm going to give my reasons as to why, in the minds of the UFC faithful, they should be ranked much higher. I'm gonna shama on your Josh Oakett is a class clown, right? He plays up for the camera. He's clearly playing a character. He says as much. Every time he goes on Ariel's show, he's a normal guy. Everywhere else, he's acting like an absolute goof. But make no mistake, this guy is an elite fighter for the UFC. An elite athlete. He has all the skills to be a future UFC champion. And everybody's underrating him. Everybody seems to think that if he takes that next step up, he's getting slimed out. And I'm here to tell you, absolutely not. He's one of the, if not the most, well-rounded heavyweights on the roster. He's a two-time NCAA All-American wrestler, as well as he competed in the NFL. Sure, he was a practice squad guy. He wasn't very good for NFL standards. He was in the NFL. He's right, he might be one of the best athletes the UFC has ever seen. He's sharp on the feet, he's fast, his footwork's good, he's got fight IQ. You know, he's not just one of those guys who just puts on for the fans. No, he had a monster puncher in Derek Lewis in front of him. So what did he do? Take his time, stay outside the range, push him back while always being quick on the feet. The guy is an elite fighter, 4-0 in the UFC, elite wrestling, elite takedown defense, elite offensive wrestling, elite striking, elite defensive striking. He gets out of way of harm's way, especially when he needs to. All right, he felt like he could take Curtis Blade's shot, so he did, and he put on a fight of the year. A guy who's got a fight of the year, a clinical finish of, for all it's worth, a ranked UFC heavyweight, and his first two fights in the UFC were absolute destruction. He's a killer on the mic, but more than that, he's a killer in the octagon. This guy should not be slept on. Josh Oakett is one of them ones, and I'd back him to beat Sergey Pavlovich, Waldo Cortez Acosta. He gives Cyril Gane a tough fight, and people don't like to admit that. He's fast on the feet, and he's an elite wrestler. Even that one entry on Derek Lewis. Yes, it's Derek Lewis. Yes, he's washed. That was fast. That's the type of entry that would have taken down a Cyril Gane. He could cause serious problems for an Alex Pereira. People think he's just mismatched against these guys at the elite level in this division. No. He's got the full package. He's only 28 years of age. He's going to keep getting better. The wear and tear in his body is not there, sure. He's competed in 4 different sports and at elite levels, so maybe he might wear down before other people, but the brain damage hasn't got to him yet. He's more and more to come, more and more to prove, and he will continue to get better. Josh Oakett is going to be a perennial contender at the top of the heavyweight division. And if he's not, he could go down to lightweight and still give those guys trouble. Light heavyweight, of course, not fucking lightweight. Ilia Topuria got unfinished business. Okay, now we have potentially my favourite fighter on the roster, Quillan Salkild. Now, everybody acknowledges that this guy is an up-and-comer. He's a future top contender at lightweight. At lightweight, the best division in UFC history, and we believe in his skills. But I feel like he gets undermarketed next to a Mauricio Rufy and a Paddy Pimblett and these other up-and-coming contenders in the lightweight division. This guy is the best prospect of them all. He's the most well-rounded of them all. A BJJ black belt, well, how much does that really matter in today's UFC? I'm not sure. Everybody has them. Brother, who give him this? But he's legit. He's legit on the ground. His takedown defense has been shown to be really good in his previous fights. And he's got dynamite in his hands. His striking is so dynamic, so fresh and so clean. And I'm telling you right now, if they matched him up against a Mauricio Rufy, a nightmare matchup. He's a bad matchup for everyone up in the top ranks at lightweight. He's a bad matchup for Arman. He's a bad matchup for Gaethje. He's a bad matchup for Max, certainly. He's got everything. He's elite on the ground and he's elite on the feet and he's up and coming. And yes, I think he created sex. That's one of the greatest inventions of all time. He should go up there with he should get a Nobel Prize. What? The creator of sex, and we're underrating him? Come on, man. This guy's a fucking genius, yeah? Yeah, mad feel of a thing. Quillan Salkild has all the skills, and again, 26 years of age. 26 years of age, already ranked inside the top 10 at lightweight, and seems like he's going to do much, much more. Watch him get a prove-it fight against Mateusz Gamrot. He's going to put a beat down on that guy, and then people are going to start respecting him as a true top up-and-comer in the lightweight division. Okay, this next one, you're going to have to hear me out. Dana White privilege aside, do the UFC underrate this guy? Absolutely not. He gets shot after shot after shot. He might even get the trilogy. Diego Lopez, by the general fan, is massively underrated. We're in a Max Holloway type situation. This guy would be a champion in 4 different weight classes right now. He's just up against an all-time great. Just because we saw Ilya on the Volk that was 3 months removed from getting KO'd, KO Volkanovski. Just because we saw Islam Makhachev at 155 on 12 days notice, KO Volkanovski, and then beat him razor thin at 155, we think that if you lose to Volkanovski, you're just not that elite of the elite guy. Let me tell you something that is absolutely wrong. Diego Lopez is one of them ones. It's a Quillan Salkild situation, except he's in his prime. 31 years of age, has got great wins in the division. Steve Garcia was a terrible matchup for anybody else. Tall, powerful, rangy. Diego Lopez, as soon as he flipped the switch, it's like he was in coasting mode for 6 minutes. He flipped the switch and he got him out of there just like that. Gene Silva, one of maybe the most technical striker outside of Volk in the featherweight division, knocked him out. 10-8'd him in the first and then slimed him in the second. This guy's got it everywhere. Again, BJJ, incredible. Bombs in his hands. Literal dynamite in his fists. Just because he doesn't beat Volk does not mean he's not the elite of the elite. This guy is a champion in many more divisions, I'm telling you. When Volk goes, he might be next up still. Because run that Movsar rematch back against a prime Diego Lopez, you're going to see a very, very different outcome. In my opinion, he beats everyone in the division outside of Volk. I'd love to see him against a Yair or an Arnold Allen to really showcase his skills, because I believe that this guy, listen, Volk is a top 5 fighter of all time. We know who Volkanovski is. One of the greats to ever do it, and he's still great. He is still great. I don't care that little skid that he went on. He's still absolutely phenomenal. Diego Lopez should not be judged off his 2 Volk losses, but rather what he's doing and what he will do to everyone else in that division. So let me know what you think. Who else do you think is an underrated UFC fighter? A couple of guys that just missed the cut was a Paddy Pimblett. In fairness to him, Cyril Gane has just come out of being underrated. Before that Tom fight, he was massively underrated. Then he got a bit overrated, in my opinion, but then he backed it up. So maybe even I was underrating him. Cyril Gane is finally getting the credit he deserves. Also a fucking cheat, and it hurt my bones to say that, but it's the truth. He's a great fighter. Who else do I think is underrated? Charles Oliveira is properly rated, but I guess after the Max fight, people are a bit down on him. I'm telling you, he's might even be a future champ once again in the lightweight division. People are down on Ilia Topuria. People are down on a lot of fighters. Let me know who you think is underrated in the UFC. Who did I miss off the top 3 list? And who would you give it to? Joshua Van is finally getting the respect he deserves, because he is he is not a paper champ. Forget the paper champ allegations. That man is the real deal on all fronts. Let me know if you want to see who is the most overrated fighters in the UFC. I have a much longer list for that. I could rattle off 20 of them right now. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.